Okay, welcome everyone back to the channel for another video. This is Q50 Beast. Today we're in a very special car. We've done a drag tune on this thing sometime back in the past, and just want to get it out to you guys and show you what we got. We're gonna do some housekeeping, try to get a thumbnail out for this thing, and we'll go ahead and get started. Once our friends stop making so much noise, we'll go ahead and get started. But we are in the Super B. We're in the Super B. All right, Maze Asteroid. Thank you. Okay, the audio is good. I was going to ask for an audio check. Thank you for your support. Please like the video. But we're in the beautiful Super B here, the Dodge Coronet Super B. We got a big boy engine in this thing, and I'm just happy to get back onto Forza and get into the car. But let's go ahead and look at what we have with the car. This thing is maxed out 1,500 horsepower, 1,100 foot-pounds of torque, 2645 in weight. It's a rear-wheel drive car. It's an S1843. This thing is a drag monster, and it's just a very nice car all around. Very nice car all around. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this thing on the interstate. We're using the Logitech G920. Logitech G920. We're doing manual with clutch. Let's just listen to the thing. We got this car warmed up a little bit. It's an older car, 1970. So we had to warm the engine up a little bit. But we got that thing warmed up and we're ready to go. Just listen to those cams. Let's get out of this car one more time. And I want you guys to hear, just listen to those cams. Very nice car. Big wide tires on the back. This thing looks good. All right, we got Lethal KCL1. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. Okay, thank you very much for the audio check. So we'll take this thing down the interstate. We're cruising through Mexico. Take this thing down the interstate and see if we can pick up some runs, and we'll try to test and tune this thing. Maybe we'll get it to the track and see what we have. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're here. Thank you for being here. Let's listen to that thing, man. I do want to see if the audio is good on top of the engine sound, though. If we can get one more check, we'll be good to go. So you got to tame this car, man. This thing it's a monster, I tell you. It is a monster. And we got to do things to kind of tame it, keep it from jumping. All right, thank you. This thing picks up so well. I mean, look at that, over 200 miles per hour. Look at that thing, and it's stroking. I tell you what, this is a car that you got to fight to keep it straight, though. With all that power, the car is not really heavy at all. It's kind of rough trying to keep it straight. So we'll do some runs from a dig to see how this thing picks up. We'll go to our location where we street race and do some dig runs, and we'll take it to the track and see what we can pick up. We may even pick up some competition here on the interstate. So we'll see. We will see. Okay, thank you again, Maze Asteroid. Let's go outside the beast. That's just a nice car. I love the green color. It's very nice. And it just sounds tremendous. I kind of like the stock hood on this car better than what we have, but I wanted it lighter for drag racing purposes. But the stock hood, to me, looks better, and you have better visibility as well.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
Thank you everyone again for being here. Really appreciate it. Looks like some guys are down there running now. Just wanted to take it down the road, make sure we had the engine warm, and we'll go do some runs with it. Really nice car. This thing, it does its job. It holds its own in its class. A little speed shift right there. Let you know this thing gets up and down now. It's just a bear to hold down, I tell you. We got some guys down here running. Let's see what they got. Change our POV. Looks like some newer model cars. We'll see what it does against it. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can catch them on the top end.
You've arrived at your destination.
See if we can walk this supercar. Well, we can't walk the supercar from running to the back of another car. But let's take this thing back down and see if we can do some digs like we said we were going to do. Got distracted a little bit. It's Q50 Beast. We'll fire a little spot. Try to do a few digs here. Get on the side of the road just for a second, take care of something, and then get right back into it. All right, so let's see what this thing looks like in a little 8-valve kind of setting. Let you see how it runs. Check the tire heat in the tires. We want the thing over 160 degrees. Looks like we have it. So we'll let them cool just a little bit. All right. Simple and easy launch with this thing. Slight chirp. And we're able to put over 155 down here. You know, usually cars, you know, put down about 143 in that section. You're doing it. But 155, I mean, that's very fast in that kind of 8th mile like setting. So we'll run another, see if we can get that 156 in there. And that little chirp that you heard was the metal plate. The back tire is going over the metal plates. This metal plate right here at the start that we use for start. Because this car usually does not chirp on the track at all. But even with that one little small chirp, that's not bad at all. So as you see, as the tire passed the grate up here, it broke traction just a little bit. But that's okay though. We see where we are. So we'll try to do it again. We'll go inside the car this time. Like another 155. We're a little late on the shift. We should have been able to get a 156, but we weren't able to do so that time. A little late on the shift. Let's go ahead and take this thing to the track. Yeah, we're having a little audio issue with the mic breaking up. I'm not sure what that is. We're using the Xbox wireless headset. Been having that issue. Not sure if it's something internally with the game or the headset is breaking up. We're not sure. We thought we had it set last week, but it's doing the same thing. But we'll go ahead and take this thing to the track and see if we can pick up some races and see how this thing performs in the real world. So you'll get to see me run this car live, opposed to the tuning video that I've done for you guys in perfect setting. We'll show you live what this car can do. It's a really good car. And we've got this thing tuned, man. I mean, we have the launch control set perfectly. We got that launch set perfectly. So they're blasting a lot of music out here today, so Not sure how well you're gonna be able to hear us. We'll do some runs out here and show you how the car performs on the track in a live setting. So get that thing in first gear. Just a simple and easy launch. And this thing gets up and down the track. No spinning at all. It's just a solid car. I mean, this thing picks up and strokes down the track over 200 miles per hour, 200.62. Very, very good. Let's go ahead and put this thing in a quarter of a mile. You know, as we know, anything over 150 is a really decent car. You're running 160, you're doing it, you know. So we'll put this thing out there and we'll show you what we can do. Just love the sound of this thing. It just sounds so powerful. It's a very, very nice car. Not many people on the game lately. Usually this track is full of guys and girls running, but I don't know, something else got everyone's attention lately. So we'll show you how this thing runs in a quarter of a mile. And remember, we shoot for a 150 is a good speed. We're obliterating 150. We put down 173. I mean, this thing moves. I believe we got 174 in the tuning video. You guys got to check me. Yeah, it's just a really, really nice car. I mean, it handles decently. I mean, drag tune on it, so we got the front end is very, very soft. But if you want to run this thing on the road, just tighten up the front anti-roll bars first and see what that does for you. Just extend it all the way to the hardest level, and that should get you the stability that you need to keep the car on the ground. And you may have to tighten up the front suspension just a little bit, but when you do that, you may break the rear tire. So you got to play with that thing and make sure that you find the perfect balance. You got to find the perfect balance. So let's see if we can get somebody on the track. He has a supercar, so we don't want to do that. I mean, that's not a fair race at all. But we'll run this thing one more time and see if we can get a little bit of time with the car. All right, we're off to the races. Short. First to second was a little bit too short. Still, again, 200.38. So we're very consistent with the speeds that we're getting with this thing. It's an all-around nice car. And in any other car that you all want to see me drive live, if you want to check my consistency with the tunes, I'm okay with that. You let me know what car you want to see, and we'll get it out in the real world. And if you want to join the stream, you let me know. You send me your gamer tag, and we'll get you up here for a live event. And we'll go from there. But right now, it's just looking at this beautiful Dodge Hornet Super B. It's nothing like a nice Super B. I love Super Bs. The sound of that thing is just amazing. And I understand you see a Porsche for the thumbnail. We'll work on fixing that. See how we got that thing broke loose right there. And we're going back and forth with the Xbox gamepad and the Logitech G920. We can do an interstate run with this thing and see what kind of speeds we can get out of it. You know, anything, you know, running 170 miles per hour, it's a hyper, you know, it's hyper speeds for this game. So we'll take this thing up and we'll see if we can get it. This thing gets up, I meant to say 270, I apologize, I said 170. But if you can get up to that 270, I mean, that's hyper speed, you know. This car does a pretty good job. I think we're at about 160 for this car. I hadn't been in it in a while, but I think you could, well, I think with the tune that I have for this car, you can You can pick up the 160s. Thing gets up pretty good. Like I said, it just gets very soft when you get up to speed because of the tune that we have saved for it. But you know, you can tighten up that front end. I would start with the front anti-roll bars, extend them all the way to 65 first,
yards,
and see what result you get.
left.
And if you don't get exactly what you want, you would stiffen up the front, the bump stiffness just a little bit. But tick it though, don't go too far. If you tick it, because you don't want to go too far and start breaking traction in the rear end, then you won't be able to launch the car. So those are some of the tricks that you need. So if you want to be able to drive it on the road, some of these cars you're gonna have to tighten up the front end. But let's see if we can break 160 with this thing. 260, I apologize, 260. So this goes to show you that you can, well, I gotta be able to drive, but you can use my drag tune for road racing as well. I think it's perfectly suited. You just have to tighten it up a little bit in the front and you should be fine. We can do some of those tunes and put those out there for you all, if that's gonna help you be more competitive on the street racing. She's just so soft in the front. Once you get up there, it wants to just get loose. We'll still try to push for that 260. If we can get around this corner up here and break it down, we should be able to get close to it. There's pretty much 4 gears. I don't think we have enough power to break it out in the 5th gear. Okay, so we do have enough power. We should be able to break 260. So the way we got it tuned is essentially a 4-gear tune. So yeah, so we're stuck at 259, but I mean, it's still competitive. You can race some supercars with that and, you know, surprise some people with this older model car. I think that's going to be about it. We'll take another look at the Dodge Coronet Super. It's a pretty cool car. I love what we did with the wheels on it. It just looks nice. It's not sitting straight up in the air. It's just a nice looking build. We didn't tint the windows. Try to, you know, keep it as realistic as possible. I do like the stock hood again on it, but we went with this one because it was 5 to 7 pounds lighter and it helped us with our drag racing. Anyway, thank you all for joining the stream. This is Q50 Beast. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.